So I learned to read in the weirdest of ways. Learn, learn to read, right? I learned to read in the weirdest of ways. So I was like 12 or so. I was 12 years old. 12 years old. And my parents got me a PlayStation. PlayStation, right? They got me a PlayStation for Christmas. And with that PlayStation, they got me this really cool game called Final Fantasy VII. If you ever played PlayStation, you probably heard of the game, right? It was one of the biggest games of the time. And what was interesting is it had 40 hours of playtime, right? 40 hours of in game playtime. So that's no telling how much real world game time. I think I probably spent 180 hours or so. 180 hours like going around, checking stuff out, and doing all those kind of really cool things. And what's interesting is if you look at 180 hours playing a game, most people are going to say you're wasting your time. Wasting time, right? Here's time and you're wasting it, right? That's what a lot of people would say about spending 180 hours in a game. But what was cool was when I played Final Fantasy VII, I had to read everything, right? So if I wanted to go to the next mission, if I wanted to uh, learn how to beat a boss, I had to read the information on the screen. So what would oftentimes happen was I would play for 30 minutes, right? And then I would go back and then replay for 45 minutes. So that not only was I getting the gameplay, but I was clearing up what they meant when I was reading. So I spent 180 hours, which some people would call a waste of time, learning how to read. Learning how to read. What if my parents wouldn't have got me that PlayStation? What if my parents wouldn't have got me the Final Fantasy VII? What if I didn't spend 180 hours going over the content so that I could learn how to read?